The U.S. says it is ready to share tools to help its allies in Southeast Asia counter China's actions in the region. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth taking aim at Beijing over what he calls destabilising action in the South China Sea. Mr. Hegseth emphasising that Washington is committed to supporting countries in Southeast Asia. He was speaking to ASEAN defence chiefs in Kuala Lumpur, where he proposed the building of a shared maritime domain awareness.
We seek peace. We do not seek conflict. But we must ensure that China is not seeking to dominate you or anybody else. As ASEAN members, we would urge that this group continue to work toward that code of conduct in the South China Sea, remembering that a code without the ability to back it up with action can just be empty words.
And for more CNA senior correspondent Melissa Goh joins us live from Kuala Lumpur. Mel, thank you for joining us. Mr. Hegseth there saying that the U.S. seeks peace for its allies in the region. What does that signify about America's interests in the Indo-Pacific region?
Well, the U.S. Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth, has just spent 2 full days in Malaysia on the sidelines of the ASEAN defense ministers' meetings, having bilateral and joint meetings with its allies and regional partners, including Australia, Japan, Korea, and India, to reaffirm U.S. full commitment to Indo-Pacific region. Now, Southeast Asia is a priority for President Trump, he said, who was just here a week ago to attend the ASEAN summit. Now, the fact that the U.S. president is implementing America first, he said, doesn't mean America alone. It means that all its allies are able to uphold sovereignty, security, and freedom of navigation, and America must be strong militarily, not just economically, as there is only peace through strength, he stressed, a tenet that he repeated throughout his meetings here with all the defense chiefs in the region. Now, I managed to catch him just before he hosted a high tea for his ASEAN counterparts. I asked him whether he has regained the trust of its partners here in Southeast Asia. Let's have a listen.
Well, I don't think we lost it, and we're very focused in the Indo-Pacific. We've been a Pacific country for a very long time. We're never gone and aren't going anywhere. We're really proud of the partnership we have here at ADMN Plus and in ASEAN. Beautiful country, beautiful folks.
Now, the mood is cordial all round, even when Secretary Hegseth held a bilateral meeting with his Chinese counterpart, Dong Jun, and they met again at the ADMM Plus meeting. Secretary Hegseth said he's raised concerns of Chinese activities in the South China Sea and also around Taiwan. U.S., he said, will stoutly defend its interests and interests of its allies and will make sure that it's ready to do so. Now, this ties in with President Trump's order for him to revive nuclear testing, because having a strong and capable nuclear arsenal, he said, is crucial to ensure peace through strength. Now, we also see mixed response here in ASEAN, with Malaysia voicing its concern, while the Philippines said that it's an internal matter of the U.S. for its own defense deterrence.
Now, Melissa, the Malaysian defense minister also held a news conference. What did he say?
Well, Malaysia, as host of ASEAN this year, its defense minister, Muhammad Khalid Nordin, acknowledged that it's never easy finding consensus among ASEAN 11 member countries now. There are always different views, but by and large, the ASEAN counterparts and dialogue partners, they held frank and honest exchanges. And this is important, he said, to ensure the channel of communications remain open and to maintain trust and respect as much as possible. But they all agreed that peace and prosperity are sacrosanct, and ASEAN must maintain its centrality. Now, this as U.S. offered to help the grouping beef up its deterrence, including $10 million for logistic support to maintain peace in Cambodia and Thai borders, as well as technical assistance to raise maritime domain awareness to counter China's activities in the South China Sea that they said is illegal, amounting to harassment. Now, the Malaysian Defense Minister Khalid Nordin also noted that China has agreed to speed up efforts towards early conclusion of the Code of Conduct in the South China Sea. Now, this is what he said.
China beri komitmen sekali lagi melalui Admiral Dong, Menteri Pertahanannya, bahawa China sokong usaha-usaha untuk menyegerakan Code of Conduct. Jadi kita harap itu dapat betul-betul berasaskan kepada komitmen China to expedite
Now, after over 2 decades, talks are still ongoing on this code of conduct in the South China Sea. Now, the responsibility now lies on the shoulders of the next chair, Philippines, to conclude it by year 2026. That's the target. That's when it takes over the chairmanship of ASEAN.
Many thanks for that update. CNA's senior correspondent Melissa Go reporting live from Kuala Lumpur.